Hey guys, it's your boy B-Minds and welcome back to the Parma Depth Career Mode. And guys, thank you so much for all the love and support that you gave me on that last Luton Town Career Mode. I can't even express how much it meant to me. It meant the world to me. And just thank you guys so much. But anyway, enough of that. Let's go ahead, get out of that touchy-feely stuff and get into the goodness. And we are in Serie A, baby. We made it out of Serie B. Parma Death is risen up like a great phoenix, and we have these lovely pre-contracts right here. We kind of just cruised over the big boy, Zardes, but you guys already know about him. He's big, he's bad, he's mean. And now we got Hong Shom right here. He can play left back, but he can also play right back. And Roman Naglu, I'm gonna butcher his name. I'm sorry. It's part of what I do, guys. I'm like Hank Green. Mispronouncing things is what I do. And yeah, so there we go. We got some really good pre-contracts in here. 2 center backs. The second one being Korean. Young Sun right there. As you can see, really good physical stance. Not so great in any of the other stats. As you can see, only in the mid-60s for slide tackle, stand tackle. But as you can see, nice and tall, 6'1", and he can boogie. And probably the second best player that we got in this deal is right here, Stevanovic right here, the right midfielder. As you can see, can run for days. And the guy that we only had on loan, but he did so well for us last year, was Francisco Lodi. And I thought, you know, let's go ahead and bring him back on loan, since he was just amazing last year with those free kicks, and he seemed to be a fan favorite at all, you guys. But as you can see, he was expiring in 11 months. And then this happened. I started looking at Andrea Pirlo, and his value is only at 130k, and I was like, we can get Lodi, but why not go for the big guy first? Let's go for the big ticket item in Andrea Pirlo. And the reason why I actually found him, I'll get to you later in the episode, but first and foremost, I was like, oh yeah, we're in it, and I've done so well in the Luton Town Career Mode by finding all these kind of good young free agents, and they're random. So apparently I was looking for Turner in this one, because Turner showed up in my second year in my Luton Town Career Mode, and he did not show up in this one. So they are kind of random, guys. You're gonna have to kind of look around for them, as we are still selling off. Remember, there were a lot of players that from the original, where basically we if you guys are new to this Parma Career Mode, basically we had to sell off all of our original players, and we dumped all of our salary from the original season. So there's gonna be players that essentially we're just selling out on the first offer pretty much, because they're holdovers from the original team. But as you can see right here, we do sign Aranjo right here from Peru. And he's decent, he's okay. But here's how I actually found Pirlo, is because I was looking for regens. I realized that a lot of good Italian strikers were gone, including Di Natale, and I was looking for the regen. So right here is the regen for Di Natale. Di Roberto, not that too far off, as well as Francisco Totti and Tony were both also both also lost. So I'm thinking this is the regen for Totti right there. And there we go, we get an offer. Oh my goodness, accepted for Andrea Pirlo, the legend, guys. He's 36 years old. He's not planning on retiring, so we're going to get him for at least another season. As you can see, the physical stats are great. But whoo, look at them skill attributes, guys. Look at him. Oh my goodness, I am just drooling at the mouth. Hopefully he's not too big of a liability in the midfield. But then we started getting a lot of offers for young Alex Brent. If you guys remember, we did bring in a pre-contract goalie from Palermo, who's rated higher than Alex Morant. And as you can see, boys be thirsty. Teams be mad thirsty for Alex Morant in this episode. And I was trying to dream big, guys, trying to go after. Remember, I want to showcase the best young talents from the Serie A and the best talents, best Italian talents that we basically find as part of the B- World Tour. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get one of the best youngsters in the game, Kingsley Coman. Come on, man, come on over. That was terrible. I apologize right away. But a guy that I also want to get right in here is Giuseppe De Luca. A little bit of a hidden gem, as you can see, only rated a little bit under 700k. Striker's 24 years old. He's got pretty good pace. I'm gonna go ahead and give up. See if we can offer one of our older players that were holdovers from the original Parma team, and see if that will be enough for him. As you can see, we are transferring out some other guys. Luis Kanya, we actually signed last year as a free agent, and he's been alright. So I thought if the transfer comes in, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer him out. But there we go, we do get a contract accepted, the contract offer accepted for Giuseppe De Luca. At least now we have to work on personal terms, and let's see if we can get him in on squad rotational player. And there we go, Juventus, unfortunately, not too hot on losing Kingsley Coman, so I'm not gonna be all too butthurt. I mean, he's one of the better prospects in the game, and just more and more offers coming in. But here we go. I'm gonna try to go ahead and bring in some of those regens that are in the Serie A, and there are a mad number of really good regens this season that I want to bring in. Of course, I can't bring them right away. I'm gonna have to do what I did in the Luton Town, like with Drogba. I basically have to bring them in on a short loan, and then I can go after and hunt them during the January window. But let's see what we can get done right here. Giuseppe Luca has accepted, so we got a new striker in here that we can pair up alongside young Zardes. And there we go. Andre Suki is going to be coming in, or Suchi, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce the name, but let's go ahead and take a look at these guys' stats. Remember, Suchi is probably the regen of Francisco Totti right there, and as you can see, the Luca actually a lot stronger in the physical stats. But if we go into ball control, still Luca's still the better prospect, but as you can see, for a youngster, Suchi does actually look mighty promising, but we'll see how he develops over the next season. But for now, De Luca definitely has that spot, that secondary spot locked down behind young Ghiazzi Zardes. And another guy that we were basically finding, this is the regen. Remember, Miroslav Klose was also in Serie A, and this is the guy. He's the only youngster who is German and a striker. And I thought, oh my god, we could get the regen of Klose. And I was like, oh man, let's get him in. Let's get that German goodness into this Italian career mode. But unfortunately, a training injury will hamper Costa for 2 months. But we must march on, as well as we must trade on some of the older players. As I said before, this is the Parma Death career mode. You know the rules. We gotta push them on, and we're gonna go ahead push them out. And there we go. Contract X out there for Dennis Sontag. I don't know how German that last name is, but let's go ahead and take. Woo! Look at those stats. Really good in the physical stats right there, and not too bad. 68 in finishing. And you see 81 in sprint speed. No real trace, but 5-star weak foot. I apologize. 5'11 German striker, left-footed. Yeah, he's definitely the regen of Miroslav Klose. It's gonna be interesting. Now we have a plethora of good regens. Go ahead, leave in the comments down below which regen should I go after, Totti, Di Natale, or Klose. Leave it in the comments down below. And then here we go. We're going after the Inter man right here, Marcelo Brozovic. I'm just gonna call him Captain Brozone, because that's like one of the coolest last names I've ever seen. Brozonovic. Bruh. And there we go. Marcelo Brozone. Is the Brozone gonna be coming to Parma? Yes, he is. Contract offer accepted. 73 rated all, and look at these amazing stats, guys. He's so well-rounded, 70s in almost everything. He's not, 80s in anything, but he's like 70s and high 60s in almost everything. Long shots, short passing, long passing, can play all over the field. 4-star weak foot, long passer, and long shot taker. What a player, guys, and he is still pretty young. I think only 24 years old. And there we go. We're going to go into our first official game in the TIM Cup. This is basically the Italian League Cup, and there we go, Andre Pirlo makes his debut on the first shot. Not very Pirlo-esque right there. That was not the best touch for Pirlo right there, but as you can see, where was my defender doing right there? Where was the marking? He just basically got turned around, stood at the defender, let it go run into his feet, and then he got played off. But then it would be Zardes coming in. Can he get his first goal off of both posts? Gets a second shot, and unlucky for the young American, but a nice little back heel, and gives it to Pirlo, and Pirlo shows the American how it is done. Watch this shot. It literally curls around the keeper. Pirlo can't hit anything without curling the ball, and it somehow fishes his way through the keeper's hands and into the net. And then Zardes on the breakaway, and surely he's going to finish. Finesse shot off the post. And Zardes cannot open up his books at Parma so far. Just the post is his worst nightmare. He's going to have nightmares about that post. And then again, I try to sweat it to Zardes, and he is smothered away. Probably should have just gone for the shot. But in the 93rd minute, could I get? Yes, I can. A come from behind win in the Italian Cup. It wasn't looking good. Zardes was just off today, but we bring in Cataldi as a sub, and he somehow scores a rare header for me. As you guys know, if you guys seen any of my careers, I suck at headers in FIFA 15 for some reason. And guys, this was a little bit interesting. I've noticed, just a pro tip, that if you want to transfer your players out, to actually only transfer list maybe 1 or 2 players on your team, and also try to be transferring other players into your team. It seems to kind of create more traffic, create more flow, and I just kind of Alessio Romanoglu. This is the better Romanoglu, as we did transfer in the other one as a pre-contract, but this is actually the more talented one that we couldn't get last year, and he's actually going to accept. I was actually doing this kind of just to promote traffic and to move some of our players out, but we get a steal right there. For only about $1 million, we get one of the best young Italian center backs in the game. But then Zardes is through right here in our first match up against Napoli, and we started off. We are now in the Serie A, and that is the way to start off. 10 minutes into the game, Lee Kun-ho pouncing on the miss from Zardes, and there we go. But unfortunately, right back at us, not even 5 minutes away, they get a shot on target, and then in the 38th minute, what happened? What happened? Why did I just slam dunk? Why did our goalie just slam dunk the ball into the back of the net? And you will see here one of the dumbest goals that's ever happened. Our defender jumps into the arm, keeping him from raising up his second arm. So instead of even batting it away, EA logic, he goes ahead and slams into his own net. And then to top it off, EA, you're killing me, man, because I'm mashing right here. You can see my defender right there. I'm mashing it to clear the ball, and instead he tries to foot tackle across. EA, man, EA, I can't. It was not, I haven't had a good run of days. I have not had a good past couple of days, and EA was not helping me. As, oh my god, I'm pretty sure Zardes is cursed. The American is cursed right now, but we can somehow not get anything. Just EA didn't want me to win this game. EA doesn't want me to win. EA does not want me to win. EA just wants to laugh maniacally in my face as we go down. Our first match in the Serie A is a loss, and I was upset, and I was like, I needed, you know, sometimes when I'm hurt, I like to go have a little retail therapy, and I was like, I want to bring in one more good player. It's deadline day. Let's go for it. Let's try to bring in Kingsley Coman, get some hype into this career mode right here. And as you can see, we were trading, seeing if we could give up Stevanovic and see if we can possibly get a little bit of a deal right there. Let's go ahead and advance it. Can we get something good? Let us go out, please. Let us go out on this career mode on a high note right here. Alex Cordaz, goalkeeper, leftover. Get out, get out. Be free, young sir. Get out. He's not that young. He's 32. Oh god, he's so old. Oh, time comes for us all. And there we go. Unfortunately, they were not buying it for Stevanovic, so we're going to go ahead and trade this guy, Martinho, another guy that we brought in essentially on pre-contracts, and see if we can get him essentially for a nice cheap deal. And let's go ahead and we're going to advance it once again. 7 hours left. What is going to go down? Players sold, and wow, EA, no further talks. Great. So basically, with that done, I basically moved on. I was like, oh, well, we'll give Niang or whatever like an attempt at this. I don't really care. I just want to move some of the players out. And Milan accepts for buying Niang. And all of a sudden, my heart just popped out. It's just like, thank you. Finally, something is going my way in these past, like, 3 hours of playing this career mode. Just everything just seemed to be going bonkers for me. And I think EA was like, EA knew it was just like, okay, we kind of screwed you over in the last game, so we're going to throw you a bone here. As you can see, we can't come to terms because he wants crucial first team, and I was like, screw it, just take it, take my money. Shut up and take my money. And there we go, guys. Contract offer accepted for Mbaye Niang. I am so hyped. So freaking hyped. Something good happened to me. And look at those stats right here. Unfortunately, that finishing is atrocious. So I don't know who to start, man, because essentially he would be taking Lee Kun-ho's spot out on the right wing. And even right there, even EA knows, Parma bag a bargain right there. They threw me a bone for screwing me over in that last game up against Napoli. And that is how the transfers are going to end for the January window. And you know the rules, guys, going to keep it accelerated. Next episode, we are blistering past all the way to the January window. It is an accelerated career mode. And that is how I like it, boys. This has been your boy, B-. Thank you guys so much for your continued support on all my videos. I have the best, pardon my swearing, I have the best fucking fans, the best fucking subs in the world. And you guys mean the world to me right now. And you guys have just lifted me. And this is my passion. This is what I love to do. And I love making content for you guys. And I can't say it enough that thank you. This is been your boy B-. Until next time, remember, stay humble.